What is going on, YouTube? This is your boy Clutch. I'm just bringing you a gameplay commentary. This is The Last of Us Remastered. This is another part that I recorded for you guys. I'm not bringing too much of The Last of Us because, I mean, it's a new game. I'm on Destiny and Minecraft and things like that. I'm also working a lot, coaching Little League football. I'm 2-0-1 right now. Yeah, I had a tie. They wouldn't let us finish. We made it to halftime. It started lightning. So they ended up canceling it and ended in a tie. But I call it a win, so technically 3-0. But anyway, guys, what I wanted to talk about is probably not a lot of you guys are probably going to like it, but, you know, it is America. I do have the right to say what I want. And what I'm about to say, you're not going to agree with my ideology. Well, a lot of you guys aren't. I'm going to link the link to my last video on the Ray Rice situation. You know, and my issue is not with Ray Rice itself. You know, my issue is with America. My issue is with Roger Goodell and the NFL. Colleges are starting to see it as well. Me being a Florida State fan, I look at what Jameis Winston is doing. I looked at what Johnny Manziel was doing last year. It is absolutely ridiculous that these kids, then they grow up to be grown men. Kids are looking up to them as role models. You know, they want to be them. They want to act like them. And to me, I don't understand it. You know, they are running amok and making a mockery of what college football, what the N.F.L. professional standpoint is. It is absolutely amazing. You know, the statistics of the crimes and the violent crimes that are happening in the NFL, Roger Goodell's got a problem. These kids come from, you know, low-income neighborhoods. They get all this money, and they think they're untouchable. Sooner or later, we're going to have to make an example out of them. The University of Florida had Aaron Hernandez. Great tight end in college, great tight end in high school. But at the end of the day, he still killed people. He was in college at the University of Florida, destined to make a lot of money, and he still committed a murder, allegedly. I'm not saying he did it because we're all innocent until proven guilty. But if you are still living that thug life, that gangster shit, you know, I'm sorry. If you're playing an NFL sport, Major League Baseball, you know, hockey, it doesn't matter. You have the money to change your friends. Now, I understand that you have, you know, it's the street point of view that they were down with you when you had nothing. I get that. I understand. But at the end of the day, we have to make better decisions as a person. Now, me being a coach, where does that line start and stop? You know, there's a lot of kids that play games. Gaming kept me out of certain trouble that I was getting into, you know, in my late teens to early 20s. You know, I turned to gaming for a getaway. You know, and that's what gaming's done for me, so I'm real passionate about it. That's why I'm bringing my YouTube channel and I'm talking about real life stuff. I don't flood the airways like T. Martin and Ali A and all them, you know, just fanboys of certain studios or whatever. But at the end of the day, there's certain YouTubers that bring quality content. We bring real life stuff to what we see and do every single day. Now, yes, I'm going to, you know, bring you stuff about games that I like, and it's just my opinion. And this is just my opinion on the NFL. But I honestly believe that the players in today's game have a serious, serious problem. They don't know where reality and fiction end and begin. They really do not. And it really, really amazes me that they can live in a Looney Tune world where they think nothing can happen to them. You know, Aaron Hernandez just signed a multi-million-dollar contract with the New England Patriots, on track to break records for tight ends, for touchdowns, and he just ruined his life. And he still, to this day, is running amok in prison because he thinks he has to be hard for his gangster homies that ain't there for him today. Hell, one of the dudes that were closest to him is snitching on him, telling everybody that he was a trigger man. So how is he a homie to where he'll ride or die for you? That's what is really, really crazy to me. You know, you look at a close friend of yours, he'll be there till the end. You know, and I have very, very few of them, and one of them just passed away. You know, he was somebody that could be there no matter what, didn't say a word, you know, but these little gangsters are running around, and the first time the heat comes to them, they sing like a canary. Now, you tell me who's a friend. Roger Goodell needs to or just throw the book at these players that keep doing it. I mean, it's Ray Rice. It's the guy from what is it? The Jacksonville? No, the Carolina Panthers, I believe. You know, the list goes on. I mean, we had receivers, you know, killing people in Miami. You know, vehicular manslaughter. Roger Goodell needs to throw the book at these players. And maybe it is the way that they grew up. And I know most of them probably only grew up in a one family member household that only had a mom. And I know good and well that mother did not teach him to beat on women. You know, from what Ray Rice told them, I know good and well he did not sit down in Roger Goodell's office and say, "Look, sir, I hit her with a left hook, knocked her out Mike Tyson style. You know, that's what I do. I hit bitches." You know, I'm sorry. I can't get down with that. I thought Ray Rice had a little bit more class than what he portrayed, but apparently not. This really bothers me because we have kids today that look up to these people, and we have a bunch of rich white dudes and rich whatever color you are running a company, and you can't even protect it from outside violence. We are putting these players on a pedestal that they should never be on. These players are on a pedestal and they feel like they cannot be touched. And maybe I'm wrong about this, and you can leave comments if anybody even watches this. I really don't even know. But at the end of the day, this shit should drive America crazy, because you know what? It is the number one game that we watch. It is America's game. We watch it every Sunday, Monday night, and Thursday night football. And I guarantee you, college football is on sometime on a channel in every household in America on a Saturday. They either look at the scores, they watch SportsCenter, they watch CBS, whatever it may be, people watch it. Those kids are learning from what Roger Goodell is pretty much just slapping on the wrist and saying, okay. Jameis Winston, allegedly with the rape, I'm not saying that he did or did not do it. He was acquitted. Sure, there's chicks out there that just want to, you know, they know that he's going to make $1 million. They're going to go after that change however they can get it. I understand that. Then he steals crab legs. True enough. Colleges, they don't really eat that much. They're going to school, they're playing football, they're in the film room, they're doing everything that they can to win that game for that university that makes millions of dollars. Now, I'm not saying that we need to pay them, because that's another video. Then he had a BB fight. Then he was stealing soda, which, true, all this is still some bullshit excuses from whoever the manager was, because we've all done that. Going to get a little extra soda, keep a cup in your car, walk in McDonald's, hit the thing, there's a soda. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done that in America. And I'm not saying it's right. He is a public figure. He is the face of Florida State. And I loved them benching him for the entire game against Clemson. For him standing in the student union and yelling what he did, knowing that he just come off the allegations that he come off with, it just wasn't right. It wasn't smart. You know, Johnny Manziel, he'll always have that following him. Same thing with Jameis Winston. He will always have that against him everywhere he goes. People are already questioning his character. Will he be good in the NFL? Will he do this? Will he do that? We never know. We honestly never know. I hope to God for his sake and for his career that he grows up. You know, it's too late for Ray Rice. He will always be a woman beater. In everybody's eyes, he is a woman beater. He is, he is the epitome of what men should never be. Then he tried to drag her out of the elevator. He probably gave Roger Goodell some bullshit excuse about what he was doing in the elevator. And they were probably spending money. You know, these guys have all the money in the world. They can do whatever they want. And it really, really is sad because you know what? That money comes from us. There's law enforcement officers, people putting their life on the line to go in burning buildings to save people. And I'm not saying all law enforcement is great because, as we can tell lately, they're not. But 99% of law enforcement, they're pretty good people. You know, you have paramedics, you have firefighters that, 9/11, 2001, went into a building that was probably, they didn't know it was going to collapse, but it ultimately did, and they lost their life for 35, 40,000 a year. These guys go out there on a Sunday, play a football game for 60 minutes, whatever it is, and they make millions and millions of dollars. And then they run our streets like a bunch of thugs living that thug gangster life, and it's bullshit. They need to give Aaron Hernandez the death penalty, life in prison. You know, they need the NFL. Something is fishy here. Something is real fishy. You know, the owner Biscotti from the Ravens offering Ray Rice a job after he's done with the NFL. I mean, come on. There's a setup somewhere. There's people. Something smells fishy here. Guys, this is just my opinion. You can like it, you can not like it. At the end of the day, I don't give a shit. But I can tell you, there's a lot of people in the world that feel like this. And I'm just going to say it, And not a lot of people, once they see the title or whatever, they're not going to watch it. And I understand that and I respect that. It's your opinion. And this is mine. This is my 15 minutes to talk in a public manner and just put my feelings out there. To all the young kids, don't look up to these guys. Look up to the Michael Jordans or the Scottie Pippens of the world or the Magic Johnson. Those guys right there, Karl Malone, Stockton, those guys right there, what they did on the basketball court or in the professional leagues is the epitome of how a professional athlete should do. I'm not saying that all professional athletes are like that. I'm not saying that. But the league is filled with them. The league is filled with them. Just like Hardy getting suspended, the news catches him leaving the facility and getting into a Bentley. I think it was a Bentley. Nobody in their right mind can buy a Bentley. I know I can't. I'll never to be able to afford a Bentley. And that's the type of shit that aggravates me. And at the end of the day, we need a change. We need a change for the good and a change for the positive. Guys, I appreciate you sticking around, listening to my soapbox. Be on the lookout for more videos coming soon. I got some more quality content coming to my channel. Yes, I am kind of slow right now on putting videos out and commentaries. Man, this football stuff's killing me. October around the last week of October through the second week of November is the playoffs, so I should be done, and I should be able to get back on the grind before Call of Duty. But I appreciate you checking out my channel. If you haven't done so, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next time. Peace.